At least 4 people dead, more than a dozen missing after Tropical Storm Erica just pummeled the Caribbean island of Dominica.
The storm dropped 15 inches of rain on the island as it moved west toward Puerto Rico. Rescue crews were deployed across the area to search for missing and injured people. That is a mess. Severe weather in the Caribbean. Several governments have issued tropical storm warnings, including the Bahamas, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and St. Martin.
Local 15 weather with meteorologist Kelly Foster.
Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. There's been a few changes with Tropical Storm Erica as far as her projected path with that cone of uncertainty. So I'm going to show you that coming up. Here's a look at the live pinpoint Doppler this morning, and no wet weather. We're off to a really nice start. We have one more morning with refreshing air, and that is this morning, and then that tropical air mass is going to make a comeback. So when we fast forward 24 hours from now, as we head towards Saturday morning, all that muggy air is going to be all upon us. It is 67 degrees right now in Mobile, 74 Pensacola, 65 Milton, and 10 degrees warmer than that in Destin right now at 74. Now take a look at what we have going on for today, and it is going to be nice and pleasant, a really quiet finish to the work week. It is going to be seasonal, sunny, golden sunshine is going to rule the roost, but our winds are going to shift direction. We're going to say goodbye to that northerly wind flow that's brought us this little taste of fall, and we're going to welcome in late August weather. Meanwhile, we continue to watch Tropical Storm Erica about 155 miles east-southeast of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. It is centered at 17.7 north, 67.7 west. Max sustained winds are at 50. And this morning it is pretty unorganized. Again, it is going to be traveling and continuing to travel over a mountainous terrain that could weaken it. In fact, it could even weaken to a tropical depression a little bit later today. But it could get its act back together and ramp up as it makes its way towards the Bahamas and Florida. And notice the cone of uncertainty right now, slicing it right through the heart of Florida. So really anywhere from the Gulf of Mexico over to the Atlantic is where we could see Erica if it survives within this 5-day outlook. So again, please make sure that you stay tuned in the forecast. We're going to take you through it every step of the way, but it looks like today it's moving west-northwest at 17 and could weaken, but in time could re-strengthen. Again, here's a look at where it's located. Again, the worst of the weather is to the east-southeast of Erica. And again, this morning looking very disorganized. Again, flooding concerns, mudslides with Erica, and the spaghetti plots are trending it a little bit further back towards the west this morning. So again, they're all in consensus about this west-northwesterly wind flow, but then as we head through the next 5 days, the uncertainty does begin to fan out. All right, here locally, we are dealing with quite a bit of sunshine. All is quiet here as high pressure continues to dominate. We will begin to see that moisture making a comeback with a few stray showers across the panhandle today. That's it. Saturday, our rain coverage will ramp up to about a 20% chance and then a 30% chance of wet weather as we head on into your Sunday. High today in Mobile, 89 degrees as we head across the Florida panhandle, 94 Pensacola. When we track inland, it is going to get even a little bit warmer, 93 for Monroeville and Evergreen. And then for southeast Mississippi, take a look, 90 for Hurley and 89 for Pascagoula. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Well, wait, we've got the Bay Bears. Can't forget about them. They're going to play the Montgomery Biscuits at 7:05. Sun cloud mix. Temps are going to be in the 80s. There's a look right now at your 7-day forecast. Straight shower Saturday, 30% chance of wet weather Sunday, isolated showers through Thursday. Traffic, I-10 at Texas, so far so good for your TGIF commute.
All right, thanks so much, Kelly. And related to the weather this morning, certainly President Barack Obama made a promise Thursday to residents in New Orleans as he visited the area to commemorate the devastation Hurricane Katrina caused 10 years ago tomorrow. President Obama says he will keep working until everyone who wants to come home can come home.
The president gave a speech at the Andrew Sanchez Community Center in the lower 9th Ward. This is an area at one time swimming under 17 feet of water. After going door to door in some of the neighborhoods hardest hit during Hurricane Katrina, the president told the city he was inspired by their strength.
Because the project of rebuilding here wasn't just to restore the city as it had been, it was to build a city as it should be. A city where everyone, no matter what they look like, how much money they got, where they come from, where they're born, has a chance to make it.
New Orleans took the brunt of the damage. FEMA has named this as the worst natural disaster in U.S. history. Happening in a few hours, former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush. They will be in Gulfport, Mississippi to reflect and remember Hurricane Katrina. The 10th anniversary is Saturday. They're going to attend a Mississippi Emergency Management Agency event which honors first responders. That's happening at the Barksdale Pavilion in Jones Park. If you cannot make it, we have you covered. Local 15 News will be there, and we'll bring you more information on later editions at noon, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Well, money's still very much available post-Katrina for those impacted in Mississippi. And good news, very good news, as many are still making upgrades to their properties, their homes, and so much more.
That announcement made during a news conference Thursday held by Governor Phil Bryant and the Department of Housing and Urban Development in Gulfport. 40,000 homes have been restored, tourism grown by 9%, and the population in the 3 coastal counties, well, that's grown by 2.5%. State leaders credit much of the recovery to the Housing and Urban Development. The organization allotted more than $5.4 billion to assist in the long-term recovery and restoration along the coast.
We want a great quality of life, economic prosperity, and to ensure that that opportunity is available to everyone, no matter their background or their income level.
HUD is encouraging any eligible Mississippian who has not filed or claimed for the Katrina Community Development Block Grant to do so now.
American Red Cross needs your help. They need blood donations for the Hurricane Katrina blood drive. Donors will receive a gift certificate to Marble Slab, a soft drink, and a free t-shirt, among other things, of course, while supplies last. So the 9th annual blood drive will be held at the Edgewater Mall in Biloxi, August 29th and 30th. There is the information on your screen. Well, time now 5:18. We're just 24 hours away from the 10th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And we will continue to look back at the devastation along the Gulf Coast, not just on our show, but throughout later editions of Local 15 News, of course, and online, local15tv.com. We will check in with our Katie Herrera. She is going to join us live from Biola Battery to tell us more about the recovery efforts happening there and how the city continues to get back on their feet.
And in our next half hour, we're also going to continue our coverage of Katrina 10 years after, as we share the story of one Mississippi family who thought they lost everything, but found one treasure that somehow Katrina left behind. It's an emotional story you'll only see here on Local 15 News.
The head of the New Orleans Convention and Visitor Bureau will join us in our 6 o'clock hour. He will be live, I should say, in the historic Jackson Square. And he's going to talk more about the role tourism has played in the recovery efforts in New Orleans, of course, following Hurricane Katrina, as we are one day away from the 10th anniversary. An act of service caught on video is making everyone smiles and trending online.
What a bus driver in Milwaukee did to help an elderly man, we will show you coming up.
Download the Local 15 weather app today. Search WPMI-WX in your app store.